Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer. Today we're taking a look at and installing our Curt 4-pole wiring for 2006 Jeep Wrangler TJ. A Curt 4-pole wiring is going to be a good addition to your Jeep TJ or your Wrangler if you plan on doing any kind of pulling of a small trailer. Like me with mine, I plan on using this one for pulling around a small kayak trailer. Also, it's good if you have an accessory like maybe a cargo carrier or a bike rack that has an optional lighting system with that. It's going to give you all of the functions to keep you legal. So it's going to give you your running lights, it's going to give you your brake lights, it's going to give you your left and right turns. That way when you're pulling your trailer behind you, the people behind you can see what your intentions are while you're going down the road. So if you're looking at getting this wiring set up for your Jeep Wrangler and you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave any questions or comments below. Other than that, installation for this setup is really easy. Everything's done up underneath. You really don't have to take a whole lot apart to get it done. But if it's something you don't feel like doing yourself or you don't have the time, you can always take a look at our dealer locator and get something done for you locally. But if it's something you want to do yourself, stick around, watch our video, and we'll help you get it installed. To start our installation, we need to access the rear of our vehicle. Now right here, we're going to have a plastic flap on both sides, and both sides are going to have this little plastic push pin. All we need to do is get something behind that and pop that out. Now with that out, all we have to do is pull our panel down out of the way. Now on our driver's side, it's the same thing, and we'll just move our panel out of the way. Now up inside of here, we're going to look for our factory plug-in, and with that, it's going to have a little latch on it. We just want to push in on our plastic lock and pop loose our connection. With our wiring harness, we're going to have our yellow and brown wire, and we're going to have our green and white wire. Our yellow wire is going to go to our driver's side, and our green is going to jump across to our passenger side. So what I'm going to do is just run this up behind our frame for now. And I'll make my connection on the driver's side. Now we have our factory harness, and we're just going to plug that in to our harness from our 4-pole connector. Now with our other end, we'll match that up and get that plugged in as well. Now once we get those plugged together, you'll have an audible click. We'll know we made a good connection there. Now I did run my 4-way up and over my frame, and if you feel over towards the middle, there's going to be a spot where it's kind of dipped out where you're going to be able to pull that up and through there. So I just went ahead and got that done real quick. Now I'm going to run some plastic hose across my frame because on this one I'm going behind my skid plate in my gas tank, and that's going to give it good protection. I'm just going to run a fish wire across. That's going to make it easier for me to pull my wire through. Now we'll just take some electric tape and just tie that to my plastic hose that I'm using as a fish wire. Now I can pull my green wire across the back over to the passenger side. Now we're on our passenger side, and all we have to do is the same thing. Just release our connections and take our green side and get that plugged in. Now we need to set up our ground, and one place that I like to go is right here on the back, and I like to look for a place where I have the doubled up sheet metal. So I'm going to go right here on the back, and I'm just going to take the self-tapping screw that comes in our kit, and we already have our ring terminal on our wire, so all I have to do is just self-tap that in. And that's going to give us a nice solid ground. Now we'll go back through with the zip ties in the kit and just tie up all of our wiring out of the way. And after we do that, we can get our panels put back in place. Now we have a tester plugged in, and we will check our four-way and make sure that it works. Now I'm just going to turn the lights on, and I'm going to do left turn. I'm going to do right turn, and brakes. Brakes with right turn, brakes with left turn, and off. All of our lights are working. And that was a look at our Curt 4-pole wiring for 2006 Jeep Wrangler TJ. I'm Scott with eTrailer, and thanks for watching.